in his shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother near. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud, put it on for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like Paranoia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on a make it. Buy a trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no randomness. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like Paranoia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, cause you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I'm squinting. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Get my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my get together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto with a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Five weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30.
I want to dedicate this song to all the representatives. The whole world, because everybody's something, someone to love.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
You are the one.
Here we go.
Y'all don't mind, let's talk about this whole it's always the team.
Stroud in the air to start us off. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route. Give the quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. Brought in, inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And his first stop point of the game winds up incomplete.
Offensive-minded teams call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. On the move, headed right. And here he goes. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the pistol, Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's good. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They've got first down from the 31. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, Stroud. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From
the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Has him on a quick hitter. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those types of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Spread off the play fake. He's on the move. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Why is he throwing it away?
Going on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense set for 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. He can average that type of yards per carry. Guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Mitchell up the middle. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining build Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
On my mind every day and every night, my every thought is you.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Seems so satisfying.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Caleb Farley has it. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense.
This shit getting ugly,
a
buddy.
sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Welcome to the league, bro. Welcome to Ground Zero, bro. Next time you can learn to keep your mouth closed.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now start with a give to Harris. Scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw is much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun.
Good pass.
Complete out to the right. And they make a stop on the 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. That's a Philadelphia 1st down. Running left is Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Escapes out to the left. Oh, the football's loose.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Turnover, the
You guys gonna quit running that bitch ass fuck.
Well, sure, you're looking
And take that shit to a different lead, homie.
You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what
Yes,
you're not trying to do ever is give the ball.
Next time, just come to the lead and you shake those, man.
Defense right there.
You come in here talking all reckless, nigga. You just gonna keep your mind closed the next game. I promise you. Keep the brakes.
First and 10 from the 41.
Oh, should have tell you it's better. Play it real.
On play action, here's Stroud. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give to Mitchell, running left. And he's still looking for play that sparks the ground game as they both stop for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Look hot.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side.
That was it.
On 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase on the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Dumps it off to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
At that down and distance, he was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 46. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Hurts to throw. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Hurts now on 4th. Buys time, rolling right.
Man, stop that bullshit.
Get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally... coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Chased out to his right. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Past midfield to the 45. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference
Welcome to Ground Zero, my nigga.
Big time effort.
Next time, watch how you run your mouth, bro. Because you got targets on your head, brother. Yeah, I really like targets on your head, bro.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Forced out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage. Don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They are throwing it again. Completed left side to Smith. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net. The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. He'll throw it yet again. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll try and punch it in. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. He rolls to...
Ooh, that was the big man. Ooh, the big man had it, cuz. Ooh, that was his pick. That's crazy.
Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call.
Look at this shit.
Dividends made that
Look at
touchdown
that
a lot
shit.
easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Case. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
They're out to try and tack on the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut the lead by a quarter, down out of 21. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out.
Aggressive knows there are two things on Hero's life: to travel
They'll get this
and
drive started.
relax.
1st and 10.
And they like to take both things.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that's
Just
incomplete.
like
Wanted to
this
dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Peace of mind,
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
That's the best part. There's nothing to
I have some star-spangled stars for this summer. Costly Stars and Stripes sale going on now. Shopping cards forever room in your home. Now just $6.99. Plus, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide. And don't miss upgrading your patio. Save up to 20% on select outdoor furniture. Or free friends and $1,000 pay over time. 0% interest until 20. Free on in-store purchases need to be at Ashley's Branded Synchrony credit card. Only at Ashley. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
They send a man in motion. Third and long for him here. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Eagles will take possession. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42, he completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he'll get a couple more on the dive before being marked down. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Stroud off the play fake. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Broke through the tackle. And the Eagles will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th member on the field. The elite corners in this league, they play to it. They bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
Stop something.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
I got some love. You need to look no further.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you. As we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away.
I don't make no promises.
From his own end zone, here we go. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Short of the 35.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. Shorten your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that'll be enough for the first as they touch it down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
First down, now we're on. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Odafe away with the South. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Puts some power on it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley has it. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play. And that is their fourth interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing four, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
On play action, here's Stroud. Taking a big shot to the end zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 18. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Here we go. Mitchell. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They give it to him up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that stretches the lead to 21.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Pass play coming here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info.
Bro, such a feet, bro.
Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes there near? You got it. How long has a home been on the market? We know it. Average lot size?
Are so effective. Getting to
Proximity
completion
to
in
local
that
parks?
area, and not just sparks your offense,
Insight into your
but it
neighbor's
just turns
business?
that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite
Homes.com.
find the connection.
You've done your homework.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
20% off coupon. You're not just getting ready for the party.
Throwing now off play action. Looking right, and he finds him.
Got the receipts.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Select styles through 6.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
See stores and CP.com for details.
Shotgun now, 1st round. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Waited to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Just in case you thought you was coming back, bro. I was fucking with you, bro. You know.
From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. This time it was out the backfield with the running back that chooses their depth. It catches it as well.
Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud now on third. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Line sometime right. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight before the throw away.
How it feels to have somebody stay in your whole
They'll throw on 3rd and long.
Somebody to go mind. Talking to somebody that's no mind.
That's good yardage with a new set of downs. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of the game. You got to snap and clear.
God damn it.
Come back and make a
Let's see what he can
and they
spread
do
out.
get home. That's that.
Let's see what he can do with that spread out. Not a damn thing, you heard? Damn thing, man. Next time you be fucking my quiet, nigga. Trash ass, nigga.
And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception.
Steelers, tell your nephew to hush his fucking mouth the next time coming in a brand new league, man. Shit. Fuck all that nigga.
Defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they pick him off again. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Cut out left. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's the money down.
Starts with the right
nice
spices.
to see them roll the dice.
It's already created flavor seals. So anytime you peel back the seal with the kind of herbs and spices, you can be confident it will keep the same amount of flavor as the delivery cups. The kind of flavor that brings out the best in your favorite recipes. That keeps everyone coming back for seconds. And maybe even thirds. Flavor seals for unbeatable flavor.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way.
Because you'll find amazing deals and exactly what you need to make any summer occasion feel like a getaway. Whether you're headed to the beach or in your friend's backyard, we're talking mountain sites, air running, swimsuits, coveralls, and so much more for 25 to 50% off. That's a fact. So no matter where you're going, head to the Summer Style Sale going on now at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices exclusively.
Field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Matters in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles and this one is sent away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. They've got first down from the 31. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. They get 3 on the run. Put a 1
That's all, folks. That concludes this ass whipping.